but justice roll down like waters and righteousness like an ever-flowing stream. James Comey tweets scripture as Flynn pleads guilty. James Comey, the former FBI director, appeared to gloat over the news of Michael Flynn pleading guilty to the FBI on Friday morning, as he hinted that justice was being served. In a tweet and Instagram post, Comey shared the biblical verse of Amos 5:24, "But justice roll down like waters and righteousness like an ever-flowing stream." Comey was fired in May by President Donald Trump, a move that helped lead to the appointment of Robert Mueller as special counsel. Comey has said Trump asked him during a private Oval Office meeting in February if he could see his way to letting the investigation into Flynn's ties with Russia go. The White House has denied that conversation took place, as Comey has said. Flynn pleaded guilty to lying to the FBI about his conversations with Russia's ambassador to the U.S., in the latest bombshell development in the Russia investigation that has ensnared leading advisors of President Donald Trump. In June, Comey made bombshell remarks that laid out the carefully constructed beginnings of a case that President Trump used his power and his relationship with Comey in a way that might have taken investigative pressure off a longtime supporter accused of Russia ties, fired security advisor Mike Flynn, and removed the cloud that was hanging over his administration. Comey described the president's extraordinary efforts to get with him one-on-one to discuss the Flynn case, create a sense of political indebtedness, and reject salacious unproven allegations about the president. He stated his own unequivocal belief that he was fired because of his handling of the wide-ranging investigation of Russian election interference, but tripped the president's decision to explain his own firing by citing a variety of other reasons. Comey testified he believed the president directed him to halt a probe of security advisor Flynn, said he kept copious notes because he feared Trump would lie, and acknowledged putting out information about his unusual meetings with the president after Trump tweeted after he fired Comey. Comey explained how he interpreted Trump's statement in an unusual one-on-one meeting where he asked Comey to let the investigation of Flynn go. Under questioning from Senator James Rich, Comey said the exact Trump words were that he hoped he would let the probe go. "Those words are not in order," he acknowledged. But he also said, "I took it as a direction. This is the President of the United States with me along saying, I hope this. I took it as what he wants me to do," Comey said. "I was so stunned by the conversation that I just took it in," he said under questioning about how he responded from Senator Dianne Feinstein. "It's my judgment that I was fired because of the Russia investigation. I was fired in some way to change, or the endeavor was in some way to change the way the investigation was being conducted," he added. "That is a very big deal. And not just because it involves me," he said. On Friday, it was announced that Flynn will provide full cooperation to special counsel Robert Mueller in his Russia probe after his stunning guilty plea in federal court Friday morning. "My guilty plea and agreement to cooperate with the special counsel's office reflect a decision I made in the best interest of my family and of our country. I accept full responsibility for my actions," Flynn said in a statement. Although he pleaded guilty to just a single count, it is what Flynn was prepared to tell investigators that immediately exploded across the political landscape. Flynn has promised to provide full cooperation to Mueller's team, ABC News reported. A confidant told the network Flynn was prepared to testify against Trump, against members of his family, and others in the White House, Brian Ross reported on air, and that Trump ordered and directed him to contact the Russians. Flynn is facing extraordinary legal and financial pressures. According to the report, he was facing serious financial problems and wanted to do the right thing for his country. Special counsel Robert Mueller's office charged Flynn with lying to the FBI about Russia as well as efforts to derail a UN Security Council resolution, in the second major legal action against a top Trump campaign or White House official. Flynn said in a statement, "After over 33 years of military service to our country, including 5 years in combat away from my family and then my decision to continue to serve the United States, it has been extraordinarily painful to endure these many months of false accusations of treason and other outrageous acts. Such false accusations are contrary to everything I've ever done and stood for," Flynn said. But I recognize that the actions I acknowledged in court today were wrong. Through my faith in God I am working to set things right. My guilty plea and agreement to cooperate with the special counsel's office reflect a decision I made in the best interest of my family and of our country. I accept full responsibility for my actions," he continued.